Today we advance the FY23 Readiness Subcommittee mark and fulfills our commitment to readiness and military infrastructure to support the training, sustainment, and the quality of life for our military personnel and their families. As you've heard me say, Chairman, I think we have a real teachable moment around the world with Russia's aggression in the Ukraine and frankly their failings. We also all have our eye on the Chinese Communist Party's continued military buildup, the recent missile launches by North Korea, and we could really walk around the world to highlight the global threat landscape. And these events make it clear that we must maintain a high level of readiness today, even as we invest and modernize for the future. And one of the things I look forward to working with you, Chairman, on is getting away from this zero-sum mentality between readiness and modernization. Over the past several months, this subcommittee has hosted a number of good events focused on many of the core readiness concerns within the committee's jurisdiction. I have tried to be clear in these hearings that I'm a strong advocate for increased investment in our readiness accounts and for a higher top line overall. I do have to say I remain greatly concerned about the effect of inflation. That was validated by a recent trip I made out to the Pacific on DoD's buying power, especially as it impacts military construction. There is no doubt, in my mind at least, that the administration has failed to account for actual inflation, and it has left us treading water at best. I look forward to continuing this conversation, working together to address these issues as we approach full committee markup. Today, though, I would like to echo your comments, Mr. Chairman, about the bipartisanship that has driven this process this far. And I'd also like to thank your staff for working tirelessly the past several months. Finally, I want to thank the members for their active participation and contributions. The mark draws strongly from member input, as well as from our Readiness Subcommittee hearings and briefings over the past year. The provisions contained in the mark reflect the focus and do make progress on resiliency, that we can better protect our installations, our assets, and our people, on our efforts to ensure weapons systems are ready. There's a readiness issue with our actual weapons systems to make sure that they're sustainable and affordable. Support, as you mentioned, for our aging depot infrastructure. And then finally, for the safety always of our servicemen and women, amongst many other issues. So I just want to thank the committee members for their engagement, for their continued involvement as we work toward enacting another NDAA. I think the mark before us is a good product. It's reflective of the bipartisan nature of this subcommittee's work, and I encourage its adoption. I yield back.